If you're into vlogging or lifestyle content, having the right setup can make all the difference. Today, I'm going to be breaking down my filming setup. So I'll be telling you what I use, why I use it, and how it helps me to create the content that you see on this channel every single time. Now my primary camera or my main camera is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And I use this camera for vlogging because it's just the easiest camera that you can use. And I think the camera itself was actually made for vlogging, but to be fair, you can use it for any type of content that you make. You can, if you film like sit down videos like I'm doing now, or if you film in a studio, I'm pretty sure you can use this camera for that. And why do I use the DJI Osmo Pocket 3? I use it because it's easy, it's portable, and I can take it wherever I'm going. All I have to do is just wherever I am, just press the on button and I'm already, good to start filming. That's if I want to be discreet. Also, I can just flick the screen to turn it on and I'm already good to, to start filming. I'm not, messing around with trying to get like a lens onto a camera or switching lenses. That's why and how I use the Osmo Pocket 3. And to be fair, with some of the attachments and accessories that I have, it's so much easier because I can just stick it somewhere that's like, discreet, and I can get nice angles on it. So yeah, that is my camera of choice as the main camera that I use for filming content, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now my second camera that I use is the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. So I found that this is the perfect companion for my Pocket 3 because it's a bit more rugged and it's a bit more tough, especially, in the UK here where it rains quite a lot of the time. Rather than taking my Pocket 3, which is quite delicate, it's not waterproof, I'd rather take out my Action 5 because I know it's waterproof. I can still connect a microphone to it and, I can still continue to create content outside of the house. If I'm vlogging or whatever, I can just go in the rain. I can just do whatever. I think there's a clip from when we had the storms. I was able to still film outside because it's waterproof. So that's my second camera. And with action cameras, you get different angles. You're able to put in more different places and everything else. And I think some of the clips that I film in church, for example, when I'm filming myself on a Sunday morning on drums, I can put it in a place where you can get like a nice angle, which I wouldn't set a clip, but you can get nice angles which give you like a wide perspective. And that's why I like it as a second camera, because it's so wide compared to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So for my audio, for my vlogs, primarily I use this mic here, which is the DJI Mic 2. I've got two of them. So one of them obviously automatically connects to my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and the other one connects to my Action 5. I use those interchangeably. Sometimes, because I want to hear like the external or surrounding ambient sounds, sometimes I just use the built-in mic that is in the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 because that mic is really good. If you listen to most of my recent videos, most of my recent vlogs, I've literally just been using the built-in mic because it just gives you just like a different sound. It's still a very, very good quality mic on the built-in. And then sometimes when you want to be, sit down videos like this, you just want to be able, to get the clarity. So I use the DJI Mic 2. I'll give you an example. So what you can hear now is the sound from the DJI Mic 2. And obviously it's not processed or anything. It's just how it is in the box. And if I switch this off, now that's off. This is the sound that is coming directly from the built-in mics of the DJI Pocket 3. So there is a difference, which you can probably tell, but I don't think it's that drastic. And sometimes when I'm vlogging, rather than just getting the sound directly from this mic, I want you as viewers to be able to hear all the other sounds that are going on, whether it's like traffic, whether it's like birds chirping, whether it's like water when you're at a waterfall or whatever. So it's just being able to just capture the sounds. And one of the things that's good about this system here is I can record into this, and the Pocket 3 can also be recording sound. So I can mix the two sounds together, so you get the ambient sounds as well as my voice being nice and clear. I'm gonna turn this one back on. So number 3 is my accessories and my carry setup, basically how I carry everything around. Number 1 is this here. This is my Innertech sling bag, which I think is probably the best sling bag for EDC, like an everyday carry for the Pocket 3 and all my accessories. Literally everything fits in here. My Pocket 3, the Action 5, my tripod, everything that I need to be able to film content fits in this bag. Just the portability of it, you know, you can wear it as a normal sling bag. You can just adjust it so it's like, you know, a bit lower. This is number one, and I'd highly recommend. I'll put links in the description of where I got this from, but yeah, this has been probably one of my best purchases. As good as the little one that comes with the creator combo, I think this works best because I can just put everything inside here. The tripod that I use is the SmallRig extendable tripod. This is one that you use on action cameras, so you know, I'm able to interchange it, use it for my Action 5, and I can use it for my Pocket 3. For example, right now I'm sitting down, I've got it extended, I've got the legs on there. It's extended enough for me to be able to sit down and keep the stable shot. If I want to use it with the Action 5, I can just change the mount on the top, and I can use it with my Action 5, which means I can get, you know, extendable, get a wider field of view as well when I'm using it. So that is my tripod of choice. The other mounts that I have, I've got the SmallRig Magic Arm. That's probably like the best thing that I've probably bought recently, because that comes with a clamp and you can literally clamp it anywhere. You can maneuver it how you want to make sure that you can get that perfect shot. Again, that works with my Pocket 3, that works with the Action 5. I can just mount it whatever I want to make sure that I can get a shot. The ND filter that I have is from K&F. I don't use this as much now because it's not as bright outside. I say that now. It's quite cloudy right now and it's quite bright, but I don't use it as much. But it's one from K&F and it's a 1 to 5 stop. So I guess that goes to 32, is it 2 to 32 ND? But I hardly use it, but I've got it. But I think maybe I just need to invest in like an ND32 because I think that's probably the best middle ground. If you don't know anything about ND filters, it's basically sunglasses for basically your camera. I'm not technical when it comes to ND filters, so I'm not gonna go down into a rabbit hole that I know nothing about. But all I know is they're like sunglasses for your lenses. That is literally what I'm going to tell you about ND filters. The next accessory that I have, which is specifically for my Pocket 3, is the Ulanzi cage. And basically, this is probably the best cage that I have. I had one from Sun and Life, which was magnetic, which is great. I still got that anyway, but I don't use it nearly as much because it doesn't give me that many mounting points. Whereas with the Ulanzi cage, it gives me a cold tube, so basically I can put in this DJI Mic 2 on my camera setup, and that can work basically almost like as a shotgun mic because it's just there, especially when I'm out and about. I'm able to just, you know, be vlogging or shooting content without having to worry about the mic being on my person. It's just basically on the whole setup. There's quarter threads, so I can mount tripods on there like directly without having to put the little extension pack that comes with the Pocket 3. If I'm sitting here and I've got my notes, which are right there, I've just mounted one with the phone mount. I've got my phone on the side here, which means I can just have notes for when I'm filming on the side, and I can just, you know, quick glance and then I'm talking to you guys. That cage from Ulanzi just opens up a whole lot in terms of like what you can mount on it, and is the best one yet. As much as I love the magnetic mount that comes from Sun and Life, where you know you can get different angles, especially when you're in the gym. It's great because you can, you know, angle it differently. But this is not too bad because even if I put like the mounts from the Action 5, you can still achieve basically the same thing. So the Ulanzi cage is top tier. Now the final accessory that I have, which works for both my Pocket 3 and the Action 5, is the magnetic plate with quarter thread. So I use that on the back of my Pocket 3 because obviously with the Ulanzi cage, I can just screw it at the back, which means basically it works the same as the Sunny Life one. I can just stick my Pocket 3 in all the different places to get different angles when I'm out vlogging. And I can use exactly the same thing with my Action 5, which is how I managed to get this shot when I was playing on a Sunday morning, just to get like a different view. And usually the shots that I was getting is like side on, because I was using the Magic Arm to just clamp on one of the cymbal stands and you get like, you know, like a side shot. But with this magnetic mount, I've managed to get like a different view, which is like from the back, and you're able to see like the stage and also see like the congregation and everything. It gives like a different feel. This plate is from Sunny Life, so it's the same people that made the magnetic cage that I had before, but I've just got the little plate now, which means I can just unscrew it and keep this Ulanzi cage on. So what are my final thoughts as I close down this video? The reason why this setup works for me is because it's lightweight, it's efficient, and it just helps me to stay consistent with creating content. I don't have to think much. Literally, all I can just do is just flick the camera open and I'm ready to record. Sitting in here, I've just come into like our conservatory, which the kids use like as a game room. I just set up the tripod, sat down here, flick the camera, put my phone on the side. I'm ready to film a video. If I'm outside, if I'm vlogging, all I just need to be outside, just flick the camera, I'm ready to go. If I'm using the Action 5, it's just the same. I literally just press record and I'm good to go. Like I said, it's lightweight, efficient, and there's no excuse to not make any content because I'm not thinking about I need to put this massive setup together to be able to start recording, and if something happens I need to change a lens to get something different. This works for me, and it's what's kept me consistent in making content. And yeah, just let me know what is your go-to setup. Drop it in the comments below, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe for more content. If you like content like this where I talk about tech, let me know, because I can go in depth. I can show you other things that I do. If you're returning, like I always say, I appreciate you guys, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.